Okay, in this video I am going to demonstrate how to use different templates for different types of blog article. For example, you might work for a company. Let's say you have a blog on your website with normal news articles on there, but you might also run job adverts for to recruit new staff. That's the type of demonstration I'm going to actually use for this. So I'm going to try and do this in under 10 minutes because my last video went too long. But what I'm going to quickly do is go into the blog section of WordPress and create two categories, two taxonomy values. We're going to go with news, and we're going to go with recruitment. Now, what I'm going to say is as well, although I've got quite a few plugins on this site, they're not all active, and the only things I'm going to be using are Advanced Custom Fields Pro, which comes bundled with Impreza. And the rest of what I'm going to be doing is actually included in the Impreza theme. So let's next go into the custom fields section, and I'm going to make a new field group, and these are going to be in relation to recruitment. So the first field is going to be, let's give it a name first of all. Let's go recruitment fields. Okay, so the first one we're going to make it a number, and we're going to call it salary. Like that, okay. And we'll make it a required, okay, and then we're going to add another, and we're going to call it hours. Let's just call it, we'll make it a select. Where are we? Drop down, we want. Am I being silly? Where is it? Select, yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so we're going to call this hours, like that. I think I've done that one, but I'm having that should have been capital S on there. Okay, like that. Okay, and the choices are going to be part-time or full-time. Okay, and finally, we are going to apply these fields to a post category recruitment, okay, like that. Simple as that. So these custom fields are only going to appear on news articles that are given the category of recruitment. So let's save the changes. Now I'm just going to get some dummy text like this. That'll be plenty. And we're going to go make two new blog articles. So we're going to go like that. Create two new blank articles, and we're going to say, I'm going to call that news article blah blah blah, like that. We're going to put the text in there, and we're going to tag it as news. So we're going to categorize it as news. Okay, we're going to go and publish that. And then the next one, we're going to put the same text in there, and we're going to say graphic designer required. Okay. And as soon as we categorize this as recruitment, we're going to see a couple of fields appear like that. You see how they disappear and reappear when we choose that. So let's just go with I don't know, 30,000, and we'll say it's full time. I've put a mistake in there. I'll go and fix that in a moment. Let's just quickly go in there and fix that. Let's make it required and also go and change that value. Just so we're nice and correct. Let's just go and hit refresh because that might break the field doing that. Yeah, it did do. So that's now full time. Okay, so let's go and view both of these blog articles. So that's like that, just a normal news article, and that one looks like that, graphic design required. But we're not seeing the custom fields on that template, and also there's no way to apply for the job. So how do we add that to the template without putting empty custom fields on there and also a job application form on a normal news article? Well, that would be done by using a custom template. So let's go to Impreza and go to page templates. Let's just make a new one called blog. Call it obviously whatever you want. Go into the backend editor, and first thing we're going to do is add the post content, which is there. So obviously the post content is just the text, this bit here. So we definitely want to show that regardless of whether or not it's a news article or a blog article. The next thing we're going to do is add a horizontal wrapper like this. Okay. And inside it, we're going to put two custom fields. First one is going to be salary. And what we'll do is we will precede it with a £sign. We'll also say if it's empty, which it never will be empty because we made it a required field. But yeah, it's always advisable to just hide a custom field if it's not got a value applied to it. And then we'll duplicate it and we'll go, actually, do you know what else we need to do? Is go like this. Go like that, salary, and a space and a £sign. And we'll go for this one, we'll go change it to hours, and we'll go hours, like that. Okay, so if we go back now, let's just add a little bit of space as well. Let's go like this. We don't want it to be directly on top of the post content, so let's go like that. Put that in there. Now, because we've made a new blog template, what we need to do is go into the theme options and make sure that the posts are using them. So we're going to pages, and we say for posts like this, we're going to use the blog template that we've just created. So we don't need to go back to that now. Let's just go and hit refresh. And you can see that we have now, only on the graphic designer one, we have this salary. Now what we could do as well is, just to show you the difference here, if I change that, if I switch that off, hide if, oops, if I go and hit refresh now on that news article, we should see how those are empty now, because I switched that on, but really we don't want to show that at all on a blog article, and we do want to show it on here. So what we can do there is use conditional logic. So what we're going to do is in the settings for this horizontal wrapper, okay, we're going to go into display logic and say display this if every condition is met, and we're going to say that we want a taxonomy term, and it's going to be categories, and it includes recruitment, and you need to get the exact slug for this. So what you need to do is go into posts and categories and just copy that bit there. Okay, the actual slug for it. Go down to there, and if you've got multiple ones of these, say for example you wanted to show it on, I don't know, just pick a random word, cars for example, you can comma separate them like that, and it will only show this row on blog articles to categorize with either recruitment or cars. So anyway, I'm just going to delete that back again. Let's go like that, click on update, and now that should, if everything's going correctly, appear on there, but be hidden on there, like that. Okay. Next thing you can do is, if you want to take this a step further, what we could do also is we could make another row down here, and we could put a job application form in there. So let's just put a different, nice different colour background on there. Let's make it just a pale grey, like that, something like that. And then we're going to just put a form in there. I'm not going to go crazy on the form, we'll just put some basic fields in there. Name, email, text. Let's say we can put a file upload in there as well. You can play around with the form and see how you want it to, how you want it to look. Okay, so it could go like that. put a file size limit if you want to. Anyway, and then again on this row we're going to use conditional logic. So we're just going to go display logic. Okay, if every condition is met, we're going to go taxonomy term category is recruitment, which I've still got copied, so I'm just going to paste it in there. Update that, and then again, like we demonstrated before, because that's just a news article, it's not a recruitment, we don't see the form on there. But if we hit refresh on this one now, we'll see that because we categorized it as a job advert or recruitment, that's made these parts get displayed, and also you've got a job application form at the bottom. And you could even go one step further. I'm going to end it at the end after this little bit. What we could just put a little button in here that says, let's go with a button. Let's say apply now. And you could say the link is going to be, apply like that. So that's going to take us to a different place on the page. Let's put it down there, and then let's make this section have the ID apply like that. Okay, so we've now got a button that will take us to that part of the page. So if you did have a long job description in there, on this one, we hit refresh now. You see there's now a button that will take you down to there to go and apply for the job. One last tiny tweak. I'm just going to say, let's align those central like that, vertically, and hit refresh. And now that should look, did I do that wrong? Yeah, I meant to go middle. So there you go, a nice neat row of text. And obviously you can go and style these up however you want to. There's no point me demonstrating how to put styles on these and make them different colours and things like that. I could spend ages trying to make it look nice, and if you don't like it, then there's no point, is there? But you can play around with those things. So there you go, custom templates. Yeah, custom fields and custom templates in the Impreza theme. Nice and simple, but really powerful, as you can see, to give you flexibility in how you lay your website out. All right, thanks.